Hello, my name is Roel Loera with the Edwards Aquifer Authority, and I am an Aquifer Protection Coordinator with the Aquifer Protection team. Today, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about land management and just in general, the definition. By definition, land management is the process of managing the use and development of land resources. It's pretty simple enough, but it depends on a specific targeted results that you want. For example, there's land management for agriculture. There's land management for livestock. There's land management for reforestation, biodiversity, wildlife management, endangered species, and even ecotourism. So as far as the Edwards Aquifer is concerned with land management, we participate in a couple of ways. One way is through the City of San Antonio Edwards Aquifer Protection Program. And in cooperation with them, we conduct easement inspections with property owners. And these property owners actually take part in programs such as brush grazing and wildlife management programs. And all these programs benefit recharge quality and quantity in one form or the other. Okay, so in regards to land management, the Edwards Aquifer Authority focuses on recharge quality and quantity, but there are also some indirect benefits from this. At the Field Research Park that the Edwards Aquifer Authority now thankfully owns, there are many different habitats. All these different habitats include riparian areas, hilltop areas, steep cliff sides. We got dense woodland areas, dense brush, open woodlands, with grassland patches in between. We got bottom woodlands, creek beds. So there's a variety of different habitats at the Field Research Park. And one way that we can kind of do a census about quality habitat and ecosystems is to do a bird census. So we've been on the property a few times and trying to record and observe different variety of species of birds. And we have 58 birds so far in the last 3 months. And of course, that number will increase as the year goes by. It's a really a good idea to know about each different species and their needs and for their habitats. So for example, knowing that we have a variety of different birds, we know that we have a variety of different habitats. So for example, there are many painted buntings on the property, and we know that painted buntings require a lot of grass seed. So we know that on the property, we have plenty of healthy grass seeds. So for example, also, we have insect eaters, just kind of like yellow-billed cuckoos or summer tanagers, even birds that you won't find during the day that you'll only see at night. For example, owls, and there's birds there that are very specific, to nighttime feeding, such as nighthawks. And so because we know all these different birds and their requirements for habitat and their diet, we know that at the Field Research Park, we have a pretty good variety of good quality habitats on the property. One of the best finds we've seen a couple of times is the golden cheek warbler. And the golden cheek warbler is a pretty rare species in the world. They only nest in Texas Hill Country, which is a really, really neat bird, and they winter down in South America. But knowing that we have and sighted these birds at the Field Research Park is really good. We haven't found any nests on the park, and we haven't looked for any nests, but we do know that at the Field Research Park, at least they either breed or they use that property as far as foraging and for their habitats. And we're coming to find out that about 2/3 of conservation easements actually focus on bird species as indicators for healthy conditions. And for this reason, it's very important that we do these bird surveys and in relation to the health of the ecosystems on each property, or the health of ecosystems on any property. It's important to know that not all birds use these habitats all throughout the year. For example, some of the birds that we found are resident birds, meaning that they live here throughout the whole year. So it's important to have healthy ecosystems there throughout the whole year. There's also birds that will only be found during migration times, meaning during their migration from South America up to the Northern Territories, wherever that they nest in the US, and they use this property to stock up on water and food, on their way to their breeding grounds. And in addition to all this, we're also going to have different birds that will be migrating on their way back to South America after the spring and summer. And so we might find different birds, later on in the year, and especially in the wintertime, because also in the wintertime, we do get different birds that use the area for their wintering grounds. So we have a variety of different birds from all over North and South America that will use the property. And it's important that we have all the good habitat for them, not only for the birds that live here, but all the needs of the birds that only stop here for a short period of time on the way back and forth.